Hello, welcome to Native Yoga Center. My name is Todd McLaughlin. This week I'm going to break down how to practice Sun Salutation B, also known as Surya Namaskar B, as practiced in the Ashtanga Yoga method. If you enjoy this video, you can check out the one I made last week on the Sun Salutation A. And I make two new videos every single Thursday, one at 11:30 a.m. Eastern and one at 12 p.m. Eastern. So if you have any questions, you can always tap them in to the comment section. I see it and I can respond to you when I finish my explanation or demonstration. I can respond to your question in real time. And if you're watching this video recorded, leave a comment or a question and I will also answer your question. So real time or delayed time, it doesn't matter. All right, so welcome. What I want to do is break down and try to make the memorization process of Surya Namaskar B easy for you. If you're embarking on an Ashtanga Yoga journey, what is required of you is to memorize the sequence of movements and breaths that make up the Sun Salutation B. So when you set up your yoga mat, and you can watch the demonstration first, and then you can, watch again and practice to it, or you can just jump right in right now. If you have questions throughout, type them in, and I'll respond. All right, so zero position, samasthitihi. Every time we coordinate our breath with movement is called a vinyasa. We are going to move through 17 vinyasas. In other words, we are going to move through 17 movements of the body coordinated with an inhale, and then we're going to move the body and coordinate it with an exhale. And so we're going to do that 17 times. All right, so the first is zero. Position one, let me just take you through it. You go to chair pose. So one, you inhale. Position two is the intense pose. Position three is the half intense pose. Position four is the low push-up, aka Chaturanga Dandasana. Position five is the up dog. Position six is the down dog. Seven, we add a new pose, warrior one. Right foot forward, back heel down, arms raise up, inhale, palms touch. 8, exhale, return to Chaturanga. 9, inhale to up dog. 10, exhale to down dog. 11, inhale, step with your left foot to the warrior on the left side, inhale. 12, come again to Chaturanga, low push-up. 13 is an upward dog. And it's here at number 14, down dog, that we hold the posture of down dog and take 5 full complete breaths. Inhale through your nose, exhale, out through the nose, that's 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Position 15, we come back to number 3, which is half intense. Position 16, it's the same as 2, exhale. Position 17, the same as number 1, chair. Back to 0, samasthitihi. So what you need to do is memorize that. And I work here in the yoga studio 6 days a week here at this location for 19 years, but longer than that prior. And so I consider it like a laboratory, and I'm working in the yoga laboratory every day, 6 days a week. And I test different ways of teaching students and try to figure out what is the best way for this particular student to memorize this routine. Everybody has a different capacity. You might learn more through auditory listening. You might learn more by watching, or you might just learn through the memorization process of doing. And all three actually are how you learn. we all learn. So with that being said, let me give you a couple of different ways of connecting the dots to be able to remember this. All right. So what we're going to do, notice we're going to end up doing 3 down dogs total. It's not the first, the second, but it's the third one that you hold in. The first one and the second one, you're just going to exhale into. Let's do it again. Samasthiti 0. 1, chair pose, inhale. 2, exhale, intense pose. 3, inhale, half intense pose. 4, exhale, low push-up. 5, inhale, up dog. 6, now here's our first down dog. You don't hold here. 7, you do your first right leg warrior on the right side, inhale. 8, and then we're going to move through the chaturanga, up dog, down dog again. 9, inhale, up dog. 10, notice this is the second down dog. You don't hold here. You go right into 11, left foot forward, come all the way up, inhale. 12, exhale, come back, and here we are again. We're doing this is our third time around where we're going chaturanga. 13, inhale, and down dog. 14, this is the down dog that you hold in. Breathe 5 breaths. 1, now if you're new to this, you might need to do a puppy dog. 2, you can also do a child's pose to start to build up the intensity. 3, or the stamina. 4, and so when you're in your down dog by 5, 15, inhale. Remember, you're just going in reverse order back to 0. Exhale, 16, head down. 17, bend the knees, inhale. And 0, samasthiti. All right, so we cornered that and isolated, and now remember and memorize that it's the third down dog. That's the one you're going to hold. The other thing I want to point out, you are always, it's just how it is, you are always going to do a right leg forward first for warrior, and then you're always going to do a left leg second for the warrior. So that's the other thing sometimes people get confused on. So first one, right leg. Second one, left leg. All right, we got that cornered down. We got that pinned down. We got that figured out. The other thing that I see people trip up on, Surya Namaskar A starts with straight legs. So you go 1, inhale. Surya Namaskar B starts with chair. So just remember that in A, you are always going to start and stop with straight legs. In B, you are always going to start and stop with bent knees. Cool. That's easy. You got that. So now, the one other place that I notice people have the hardest time, students, potentially you, have the hardest time remembering is the position number 3 on the front end and position number 13. Sorry, I'll figure it out. On the back end. What that one is watch this. So you start, I do have it memorized, but for a moment I just spaced out. All right, so we're going from 0 in samasthiti. So here we go. 1, inhale. Remember, starting in with chair. 2, exhale. Everybody usually remembers this one. The one that almost everybody forgets is 3. There is an inhale here. I think the reason this is hard to remember is because watch how there's not a lot of space that you move through. The movement is it's kind of confined to a small space. Now you can still pack a lot into a very small space. If you like quantum physics, you'll understand what I'm saying. However, I think because it's just not as obvious that that movement is there, that's why it's a little harder to remember. So don't skip that one. That's important for the memorization process. So watch again, 0. So officially, you might have had the idea, he just said you always start with chair, but it looks like he's starting at 0. Correct. The true start and stop point is 0. But when I say we start with chair, that means the first and last movement after 0 and before you end at 0. Hopefully that didn't make it more confusing. All right. 0, start here. First movement, inhale, chair. Second movement, big movement, coming all the way down, bringing your head as close as you can to your legs. Okay, third movement, small movement. Inhale, head up. And then 4, exhale, jump back. Let me keep going. I'll take you through it. Again, 5, inhale, up dog. 6, exhale, down dog. 7, inhale, right leg. 8, exhale, low push up. Exhale. 9, inhale, up dog. 10, exhale, down dog. 11, left foot. Inhale, you're moving up, you're moving up, you're moving up. It's an inhale. Exhale. 12, you're going down, you're going down. It's an exhale. Every time you go down, you're exhaling. That's a pattern. 13, inhale, up dog. And then 14, guess what? This is where you hold. I'm going to speed up the 5 breaths just for demonstration purposes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. So then, where the other place that most people forget, inhale, they remember this part, but they forget, oh yeah, sorry, the number I was searching for is 16. Number 16, coming down. You have to exhale and come down one more time to then 17, come up to chair. And then remember where we started? 0. Here we go. 0. I hope that helps. When you do it a million times, you're going to forget that you ever had a hard time remembering. Right now, it's a little hard to remember, but I promise you, if you stick with it, you can memorize this. Even if you're memory challenged, you can memorize this. Take your time memorizing it to a T. Modify away. I have lots of videos on my channel, Native Yoga Center. Subscribe. You'll find lots of videos there to explain ways to modify, ways to do it differently. I can go on and on and on. But today I more just want to hone in on the memorization of the vinyasa, the breath that's coordinated with the movement. And so just, I guess, for good measure, let's do it one more time. I'll do less chatter. And let's do one together where I'm just going to call the number and the breath. And I won't even say the name of the pose, just number and breath. And traditionally in how I practice in Mysore, how I learned it in Mysore is Yekam inhale, Dwe exhale, Trini inhale, Chatwadi exhale. So using the Sanskrit language to count the numbers. So Yekam 1, Dwe 2, Trini 3, Chatwadi 4. So, but just to keep things simple, because I'm communicating in English with you, let me just keep it simple and just go English so that, once you get good at it, then add more complexity. Master, add. Master, add. Okay. 0, 1, inhale. 2, exhale. 3, inhale. 4, exhale. 5, inhale. 6, exhale. 7, inhale. 8, exhale. 9, inhale. 10, exhale. 11, inhale. 12, exhale. 13, inhale. 14, exhale. Breathe for 5. I'll speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Normally breathe more like 5. 15, inhale. 16, exhale. 17, inhale. 0. All right. Thank you for joining. I hope you learned a little something. You might already know all this. I bet you're here because you're learning. And if you have any questions, reach out, reach out, reach out. nativeyogacenter.com. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.